Good evening, everyone. Joel this side from Markets Mojo.
Hi Joel, Divesh here.
Hi, Devesh. How are you doing?
Hi, Joel.
Is that Sandeep, sir?
Yes, sir.
I just see your logo. Prabhudas Villata. So everyone's joined it?
Yeah, I think we're waiting for where's
There are
Siddharth?
Prashant, Bhavesh and Siddharth yet to join. I'm just confirming
Sure.
this.
So I've got Karan Batra, who heads product for Markets Mojo, joined the call.
Hi, Karan. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. How are you doing?
Absolutely fine. यार markets ऐसे चले तो no complaint.
जब तक volatility तब तक ठीक है, right?
Correct. Absolutely. Today was a good day. Coming on the back of what happened on Friday.
Yeah.
So Sandeep, sir, I was just going through one report. I think that Siddharth had presented within a month back. I think there was a 30 stock report in micro and mid cap. There are a lot of similarities in our top stocks and your bets.
Similarity between our stocks and
Our Mojo stocks.
Mojo stocks and versus
with your report, with the stocks in your report.
Okay.
Balakrishna Industries tha, Tata NXT tha. So
I hope you guys are not stealing our ideas and then selling it back to us.
Thinking the other way around. Then there was Hexaware.
So all great minds think alike.
Sandeep sir, everyone is there except Siddharth. उसने message किया कि he will be there. So we can start, I think.
नहीं main तो मैं okay. नहीं I wanted Siddharth because he has to understand what is being offered. Anyhow, so let me clarify. So Joel, abhi ke liye, for the purpose of this meeting, while you can, if you want, see, okay, I'll tell you first of all who's here. So if you see the participant list, Piyush Nagda heads our third-party products and is creating a wealth vertical, okay, for HNIs. Okay, Bhavesh Bhai heads our IT infrastructure. Devang is a person who's taken over the responsibility to ensure that our new initiatives, sort of go through our partner network of about 800, right? Through training and audiovisual and stuff like that. Prashant heads our in-house technology team, development, etc., API linking and so on and so forth. Sham heads our marketing. And then Vikas Ved, who heads our channel business. Okay. Now, Siddharth has been working on a lot of digital ideas, so he's joining soon. He's been working on a lot of digital products and how we can, engage customers using these. And also happens to be Amisha's son, so the bridge to approvals is faster. Siddharth has joined us. So that's broadly the team. I don't think there's anybody. Divesh, we already know. Right. So that's about it. I think Siddharth's also joined us now. So briefly, Joel, if you can tell us the 4 key offerings, and then we focus on the 2 offerings that we discussed the other day as something that we can start off with straight away.
Perfect. So hi, Siddharth. How are you doing?
Hi, guys.
Hey. So I'm Joel from Markets Mojo. I head sales. Along with me, I've got Karan Batra, who heads product.
Okay. I think I met Karan before.
I think we met in your office a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I think maybe 3-4 years ago. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of things have actually changed post your interaction. a lot of new things we want to talk about. What I'll do is I'll quickly give you a gist of, a small demo of what we're doing today, right?
Sure.
So today Markets Mojo has moved away from the dots, right? So initially we used to have the 3 dots. So today, when your client comes and sees the 3 dots, he doesn't know what to do with them, right? So there was a quality dot, there was a financial trend dot, there were technical dot, right? So a green and a red signal never used to give him a conviction to do what with the stock. So now we have accumulated the 4 dots into a score. So today on all 4,000 stock, we've got a strong sell, hold, buy, and a strong buy call.
Perfect. So this is actionable now.
Right. So what has happened is this has dramatically increased the conviction of the guy because he knows exactly where the score lies and what he should do with the stock. Right. For example, if you want to see any point of time, what is the 1% scream stocks, he's got the strongest buy ready, which is our Mojo stocks.
Got it.
So you can see when they have been added, what is the returns, beating benchmark, what is the sector returns, right? So any stock you guys want to check out? So Mindtree, I think, was one, Mindtree and Mastech. So I saw one of your videos in CNBC. I think you had come up with some few stocks that, where you were betting on. So I saw a lot of stocks that, complemented with our page.
Got it. Right?
So any stock you guys want to check out? You want to see what's the call
I just
on?
want to know one thing on this. So when you're giving me the 5 zones and your score where the current stock lies, can I get it in a chart form where I know the history of price and history of score in one shot? So I know exactly last time it was in a strong buy. After that, what is the price movement like? The last time it was in a strong sell, what is the price movement like?
So basically, you want to show the history of the stock, right? So it's gone from a strong buy to a buy.
Versus rating history in one chart.
Arun, can we do that?
Do you want this for internal consumption or you want something like this?
I mean, ideally, if we are offering to clients, that would be a very well researched, very well thought out way of presenting the data. So I'm not only giving you what it is right now, I'm also showing you the last time it was in a strong buy zone, it gave high returns, or the last time it was in a strong sell zone, it corrected significantly, etc. So the conviction only goes up,
Okay, so we've not done it yet, but we can explore
no
it.
Problem. No problem. First, let's just see what you have. My ideas we can look at them later. It's fine.
Right. So this is one of the game changers that's happened, right? We've launched around 7 months back, and the number of times people have hit stocks just to see the score has gone up rapidly. So with that research backing, we've got the best buys at any time. So you can do a top 10, you can do a large cap, a mid cap, a small cap, and even a micro cap, right? So we've got top 10 in all sectors. Now, I think the last time you guys might have seen the portfolio optimizer, wherein you have a portfolio that your client has and wants to optimize. So I'll just quickly show you how it looks like.
So this is the next feature, right? This is the next feature.
Right. So one is the stock research. And
stock research, I have 2 questions, critical questions. I come from a research background, so therefore I want to know what is the basis of the ranking and scoring that you all are doing. I need to have a broad understanding of that. And 2, if at a strategy level, you all have a accuracy percentage for overall how your current strategy of scoring works. Have you all been able to do a master back test to see every time a stock enters in a buy zone, how much average return upside it gives and how accurate are the scores? Do we have anything on accuracy?
Yeah, so let me take the first one, which is how do we actually do our rating mechanism?
Right.
So, we have 4 key parameters. First is the quality, which is the long-term fundamental of the company. Second is the valuation. Valuation, now everyone has a different way of doing valuation, right? So how we do our valuations is, we have a hypothesis that a company with strong fundamentals can justify higher multiples, but a company with weak fundamentals cannot even justify lower valuation multiples. So we link valuation to fundamentals of the company.
Okay.
That's the way we look at valuation.
Okay.
So these are the two long-term parameters. The two shorter-term parameters are financial trend, which is the latest quarterly numbers and how they have moved over the last 5 quarters. So that's a more recent result trend, like if sales has been going up consistently, or what is the trend of profits. And the fourth one is technicals. Now, again, when we do technicals, it is not a very intraday or daily technicals. We use weekly and monthly parameters. So that gives a long-term definition of the stock.
So is it quality, growth, value, and momentum? Are these the 4 critical factors that y'all are using?
Correct. These are the 4 key parameters.
Okay. So current financial trend covers growth, quality, and value are obviously self-explanatory, and technicals, I'm assuming it's momentum.
Correct. It's price and volume momentum.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So that's your framework. And any idea on the accuracy of how the overall strategy has performed over different time periods?
So, we've seen very high success, like you were mentioning about success rate, right? So we have seen very high success rate, especially for our strong buys and buys. So, especially in the extreme categories, the success rate is even as high as 80% we've seen in the strong buys and the strong sell categories. Overall, again, the success rate is very high, but for us, what matters is the strong buy category, because that is where we're recommending the stock.
Okay. So what is the overall accuracy percentage, average return, max drawdown? At least I need some numbers to know, right?
We can give you those numbers, what is the drawdown, what is average accuracy across market caps, and we can have those numbers for you. But sure. At an overall level for the key baskets, it is as high as 80%.
Okay, understood. Assuming a top 10 basket.
So it need not necessarily be top 10 always. It is the top 1% companies we say. So it is up to 40 companies. Out of 4,000 companies, it can be max 40 companies. But in bad market or where we feel the companies are not good, the number can be low. So it's not key always there have to be 40 companies. There can be 20, 25, 30 companies also at different points of time.
Got it. Cool. Okay. So I understood broadly about research. We can look at a performance evaluation maybe later on separately. We can go on to the next feature.
Yeah.
So
just staying with stock research, Joel, if you can also show verdict and switcher report. So on every stock, there on the stock page you can have a lot of information, right? But we've also done a verdict. So verdict is a research report that gets created on the fly. So it will get created right now for this stock. So like TCS as a whole, and if you can just do this, so that report is getting generated right now of why it is a whole. What are the positive factors? What are the negative factors? So a 15-20 page report is created at that moment.
Okay, can we see what the content is? Is it more like numerical analysis, or there are operating fundamental analysis also done, like on calls and management views and this and that?
So it will not be qualitative analysis, because we don't use qualitative analysis anyways, right? Because we are a data-driven company.
Okay, so, perfect.
From the data, whatever inferences we can draw, those will be presented easily to any kind of format in a PDF.
Got it. And this can be white labeled, right?
Yes.
Got it.
So why it's a whole, we see reasons also of one page each of all the key numbers, and also what data choices we have. So why it's good long-term fundamentals strong, and what's happening in the near-term fundamentals, and all those points will be then displayed.
Got it. Perfect.
So I'll send it across to you, Siddharth.
Sure.
You can have a
yeah, but this is good. From a quantitative perspective, this is good. It's just predefined analysis on predefined data points, right?
But it's customized to every stock. So what is important for this stock? So like for some company, maybe quality is more important. So that will come first. Valuation is not good or not that important. That will come later. So depending on what is triggered for the company, what is critical, and even within quality of our parameter, which particular parameter is if the company getting highly rated on, those parameters will come up.
Got it.
On verdict, so we also have a section called switcher, which is stock to stock switch. So if you go there and you put any stock that you hold, it'll give you what you should be doing with that stock. So, if it is sell this stock, then which stock to buy and the reason for that.
Great. This is nice. Let us see what it says about Vodafone Idea, Reliance, and Bharti. I just want to know what your machine is saying.
So for Vodafone, it's asking me to switch from 10,000 shares of Vodafone to 67 shares of Mindtree. Now, which was second company?
Reliance. RIL.
But Vodafone and Mindtree are classified in the same sector?
No, so
I
selected was best stock in the large cap segment. So,
it's market cap wise, not sector wise.
So the reason he got only these two choices was there might not be any stock in the telecom company which is rated a buy by us.
Okay.
So for Airtel also, I think the similar thing will come out, because otherwise that would have come up. If there is any stock in whose sector there is a company which is a better buy rated, then that option also comes, that if you want to select a better stock in the sector itself. So maybe if you can take a small IT company, that will have options of IT company or small cap.
Okay, so basically, because Mindtree is in your top 10 right now, it's going to recommend from a large cap to Mindtree switch. That's what it's going to do. Okay.
There's going to be other choices as well. Just go down. So Mindtree is one choice. It'll also show two other choices that you can look at.
Okay. Let us see.
I think load me one. From the report itself, you'll get it.
Sorry, Karan, your voice is very feeble.
I'm saying just open the report.
Yeah, I think my internet connection is a bit slow.
No problem. We can go to the next feature, but I broadly understood what you are doing here. That's fine.
Yeah. So this is all real time, right? So 1st March 2021, 4:18 p.m.
Okay.
Right?
Great.
It's like a magazine format wherein you can send this on WhatsApp, you can send it on an email. If there is any change on a stock, if a guy is holding, right? For example, I'm holding 10,000 shares. You can directly send it to all the clients holding Bharti Airtel that what we recommend is move out from this. It looks very weak, and you can get into the best stock.
Okay.
Right?
Understood.
With the conviction note saying that why it's a sell, why it's a buy.
Great.
Right?
And
these are the two options.
This can be white labeled completely, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Perfect.
So these are the two other stocks that you can,
CDSL and IDFC First Bank. Okay. Okay, understood. Don't download more reports, but I got the broad idea.
Yeah. So those were the two features I think you were not aware, because these
were
Verdict, launched.
Which is your research report. Switcher is your stock switching facility. Then you have your research, which gives me top 10 across different categories.
And then we got the portfolio optimizer. So say you guys have your client has a holding and he has a portfolio which is not doing great, and you want to suggest him to move into good stocks. This is the model that you have to go for. It will look at the whole portfolio. It will look at the returns, what's doing great for your portfolio. It will do an analysis. What is the risk?
But ये manually add करना पड़ेगा. Client wise, they have to add their portfolio, right?
We can pull through an API. The whole module can be deployed on your website. And what will happen is the moment he logs in and clicks on portfolio optimization, all the stocks will be loaded and it will run the analysis.
Okay.
Right?
Understood.
Then it will also tell him what is the construction issue with your portfolio.
Can I see a dummy inputs of like whatever dummy portfolio and what analysis you all are coming out with?
We can do that. But right now I'm running it on mine.
Yeah, that's fine. That works.
Right. So it's telling me that I've got tail stocks, 12 tail stocks. Stock holding is ideal. Allocation to top holding is high, which is TCS. I've got 60% exposure. Top 3 stocks is also high, 94%. Allocation to top sector is also high. So I am heavily invested in IT. Then it's looking at quality parameters, valuation, which two stocks. You can also look at the explanation, right?
So it is going through the two key aspects. First is the portfolio construction. So it looks at the allocations across stocks, market cap, tail stocks, and if there's an issue there. Then it goes to the stock selection, which is the underlying stocks if you're, what you're holding are fundamentally strong or not. So basis this, it will then suggest what changes have to be made. So we, basis the portfolio, we analyze and we say if it's a very aggressive or moderate portfolio, the client has the choice of changing this. So let's say the is saying from very aggressive wants to make whatever moderate portfolio. So we pre-analyze. There's no form or anything the client is filling. Basis this portfolio, we categorize. So this is the broad action plan that he has to follow. So, and later on, it will be a stock by stock action.
Okay. So you all give suggestions on which stock to exit, which stock to add, which stock to enter, everything, right?
Correct. So these are the stocks he has to sell. These are what he can hold, and these are trimmed stocks. So he's holding good stocks, but the allocation is too high. So he needs to reduce allocation in these 3-4 stocks.
Okay.
And, the client has the choice of accepting or not accepting the advice that we give.
Fabulous. This is good.
I even can drag and drop.
Understood. This is good.
Yeah.
So this is what I will do.
You guys have used this from Trello, right? Trello has a similar functionality. This is cool.
So this whole model is actually powering the whole of HDFC Securities. So if you go to HDFC Securities, I think one of the main banners would be an EQ optimizer. Yeah, this part.
Oh. Okay.
This whole product is being powered on the HDFC Security page, which is powered by us. We see huge traction because they use it as a lead generation technique also, and they give their users to optimize their portfolio.
Got it. Nice. Okay. So portfolio optimizers are good, and I would say practical feature, for retail advisory, etc. So this can be used. Ideally, Divesh Bhai and Prashant, we need to understand how client portfolios will be linked to this. That is the important.
Understood. So I have one question here. Am I audible?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, so whatever we have seen, the verdicts feature or the portfolio optimizer. So it is just a report, or client can execute the order from this functionality.
Yeah. So
website, we're not a broker, right? So we don't have that facility, but when we deploy it at your end, there we can give a facility where the client can also transact directly.
Correct. So whenever we are, doing integration, so can we integrate this towards the execution?
We need your APIs that we can call, and we'll pass that information, and the client can complete the journey there.
Understood.
So now what I've done is I've selected the stocks, right, as per recommendation, right. When I press continue, I get a deal sheet, right. Here what happens is there's a download here PDF, but in your case what we'll have is a trade button. The moment you click on it, we can basket the order and send it for execution. So whatever is selling, whatever is to buy, it's ready.
Understood.
Right. So this is the portfolio optimizer. This is running on HDFC. It's running on Aditya Birla. Soon to start with SBI. So this is also one of the features through which your clients would be exiting junk stocks and entering the quality stocks, right? So once we had done a study on one of the bigger brokers in India, and we saw that the clients are holding 85% of junk stocks, which is a very hard sell on my, as per my research, right? And once we started deploying this portfolio optimizer, people started to realize that they're holding junk stocks, and then if they're staying, they're making a conscious call of staying in that stock, because Indian investor thinks at one point of time it will skyrocket, right? So what we realized is, portfolio churn is very, very difficult. So that's why we brought in the switcher, which is a one stock, portfolio optimizer, wherein you take one stock and it tells you what to sell and what to buy, right? That's how the inception of Switcher came. Any doubts on Portfolio Optimizer, guys?
No.
No.
Right. So I'll move on to the model portfolio. So model portfolio is basically my 1%. Just a second. Model portfolio is say your client wants to start investing and doesn't know which stocks to enter. You just put an amount, right? Say I'm investing 2 lakh rupees. There are 3 profiles already ready. There is number of stocks, market cap allocation, benchmark returns, and the allocation, sector allocation. I'm going for an aggressive one. On a click of a button, we get the whole portfolio constructed and it's going for execution. And after execution, we would be managing if there is any stock that is exiting the portfolio. Right, so I'm picking 10 stocks in 8 sectors. 30% is the highest allocation to private banks. 100% of the portfolio is excellent or good quality. Portfolio has positive or better returns, and bullish. Right, so this is the 10 stocks.
Like Portfolio Optimizer is helping you manage your existing portfolio. The model portfolio helps you to invest new cash. So, and once the portfolio is created, we monitor it 24/7, and whenever a change is required, we'll alert the user.
Is this the model portfolio?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the composition?
So, on our website, like for us, we've created 3 profiles of aggressive, moderate, and conservative. And there is like aggressive can go up to 40% in small caps. Conservative doesn't have any small caps. So those kind of allocation differences are there.
Got it. Got it.
Number of stocks from 10 to 15. Like 10 is in aggressive and 15 in conservative. So that's how we've kind of made on our side. But whenever we do it with you, so like we do model portfolios with a couple of clients, MOSL, GeoJit, Axis, Aditya Birla, where they are selling this to their clients and we power the backend. So there we customize the strategy based on their preferences. What allocation they are comfortable with. If they have any negative list stocks that they don't want to recommend a buy on, like Motilal Oswal cannot recommend a buy on Motilal. So we've taken care of all those things in our model, which we've deployed with them for their clients.
Yeah, I have a question here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so when we are saying the model portfolio, so in this case, for example, the client taking one of the model portfolio. So once the order execute in the OMS, so you required what data you required and how you handle the corporate actions and the portfolio management basically.
Sure. So let me kind of be a little specific on model portfolio, because that is one of the interactions that we're discussing, integrations, and how we do it with the broking partners. I'll just go a little bit deeper in the process there. So right now it's a completely automated process, completely driven by there's a complete API integration that we've done with our clients. So let's take an example of a Motilal client. He comes to Motilal Oswal's website. He'll say, I want to invest whatever 2 lakh rupees in this portfolio. There again, he has multiple choices of portfolio. He selects whichever portfolio he wants. Let's say he's chosen an aggressive portfolio. We will get an API feed that, and we'll not know the name of the client, right? Because that's confidential. So they will mask it with whatever ABCD 1 to 3 wants to invest 2 lakh rupees in portfolio aggressive. We record that at our end, and instantly we'll generate a portfolio of 10 stocks based on the prices at that point of time and our top stocks at that point, taking into account the portfolio construct factors, and we'll give them these are the 10 stocks. This is the quantity that has to be bought.
Correct.
It goes to the client. Now client has, you can see it on the screen. He gets an SMS, a WhatsApp. There's a link. Client clicks on the link. It goes to the trading engine for execution, and the Motilal Oswal will give us a feed, reverse feed that these stocks in this quantity at this price got executed. We store it in our system, and then it becomes our portfolio that we start tracking. So now if there's a sell call, let's say after 5 days, we'll tell them, okay, sell this stock for this client. So let's say there is a sell call for 50 clients. We'll give them these 50 clients. For each client, this is the quantity, this is the stock that has to be sold. Again, they send it to the client by email, WhatsApp, whatever, SMS. The client clicks on the link, it goes to the execution panel. That's how the whole process works.
So,
Now,
so in this case, basically the tagging so order tagging is getting done through the link only, I guess.
through the link, yes. So the client clicks on the link and it goes to the trading execution.
So that is the identification that this stock is need to be updated at the market volume.
Yes. So once the trade execution happens at the end of the day, we fetch, okay, we sent you these 50 orders today. What is the status of the 50 orders? So every order will have, like every client will have a batch number, and every batch will have, let's say, 5, 7, 10 stocks, whatever.
Correct.
So for every batch, we'll check, okay, this was what we sent, what is the execution? And that's how we maintain the portfolio. Now, when there's a corporate action, right, in any of the stocks, so usually what happens in case of corporate actions, we'll go back to our client, let's say MOSL, will go back to Aditya Birla and say, in stock, let's say Infosys, there's a split. This is the holding that we have. Please confirm. If they say okay, then we'll put a split entry in our system. So it's a little back and forth. We need a confirmation from your side to adjust, but then we'll adjust in our system for everyone.
Okay.
And so one very important point here is the reconciliation. So like we do a trade reconciliation at our end, but there's a holding reconciliation very important at the broker's end, which has to be done now, because ultimately the portfolio or the demat is the same for the client, right? So he might have bought it from us, but he can sell it on his own if he decides tomorrow. So in that case, we also, every day morning we share holdings of the client, which you're supposed to check at your end, okay, that this quantity is with the client. Otherwise, the order should be blocked. Like the client should not get fresh orders till the time the discrepancy is solved. A lot of brokers like Geojit, what they've done is they've ring-fenced the holdings which is bought through the product. So the client cannot sell on his own. If he wants to sell, he has to redeem from the portfolio.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a completely automated system, and the client can put money. There can be an option of SIP. You can put, let's say, 10,000 rupees as low as 10,000 rupees every month. Users can do additional investment later on or part withdrawal.
So all these portfolios are created by Markets Mojo. All of these.
Correct. So Geojit is called Smartfolios. With Motilal, it's called Fundtech. Axis is Smart Edge.
One second. Let's go back to Geojit ka web page, please.
Yeah.
So this classic, Enhancer, Growth, Mojo Ace, Alpha, Vision, everything is created by Markets Mojo?
The Mojo Magic, Prime and Ace. These three are created by us.
Okay, the rest?
Yes, they're doing internally.
Okay.
And we see a lot of consolidation into the Mojo products now.
Okay.
So this is the Smartfolios for Geojit. This is the Fundtech that we power on the back end of MOSL. Then Aditya Birla has taken all our products, so Model Portfolio Optimizer, the stock. So there's a portfolio analysis also, that's the analyzer, and the stock research. So this is the stock research page for Aditya Birla. Similar UI. There is a result analysis video also.
Got it. So everything just white labeled with Aditya ka this thing.
Right. So we've covered model portfolio. We covered stock research. We covered Mojo stocks, verdict, switcher. The last thing is the screeners. So Karan, you want to take this?
So screeners is, for someone who is looking to kind of identify the stocks basis requirement. So we've created some 18 investment ideas which are pre-created. Let's say good large cap stocks or trending stocks, stuff like that, high dividend yield stocks. Then there is, so user directly gets a list based on these parameters. Then there is what we call a Mojo Logic screener, which is a simpler screener based on our parameters of quality valuation. A client wants to filter these and market caps and industries. So this is a simpler kind of refined screener because we've done the analysis and user is just using that analysis to find the stocks. Third is the expert screener, where the users want to create their own list. Like people have that growth should be above 10%, 5-year growth should be 10%, 1 year should be 5%, whatever the parameters people want to put. They can put all these financial parameters on top.
I want to see capital structure, management quality factors. Let's see what you guys have there.
Yeah. So management quality will have ROC, again, average and latest, ROE. For banks, it will be NPAs, the tax ratio, the dividend payout ratio.
Okay.
return on assets. So all these
Okay,
are
got it.
management quality factors.
Okay. Let's see the other one also.
Capital structure.
It's more like debt to equity, etc.
Correct. Debt levels. Upar.
Which one? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, capital structure. Yeah.
Okay.
All leverage ratios, basically.
Leverage ratios. For banks, it's capital adequacy
Okay.
ratio.
No worries. Got it. Okay. So this is your expert screener. So this is a part of which, so you have 4 key offerings. One is the portfolio optimizer. One is everything to do with research. So this is part of the research offering.
Yes, so actually we don't have separate bundles. We have just one bundle on our side, which is the Mojo Professional,
Okay.
which has the model portfolio, the optimizer, the stock research screeners, all is one.
Okay. So verdict, switcher, everything is there, right?
Correct.
Okay. No, the email I got, there were 4 things that were there. So that's what I was just trying to understand.
Right. So what happened is we had a meeting with Sandeep, and these were the 4 things that were asked to share commercials for. So
Okay.
that's why we were specific to only 4 products. But if you have key
Got
interest in the others, we can also explore those opportunities. Right. So over and above this, we have something called as the activation desk. Right. So an activation desk is basically every stockbroker in India has 80% of its client base who are dormant or inactive. So we tried an exercise with Geojit, wherein they shared me a list of clients who are not even transacting once in the last 2 years, and we would look at his portfolio and his transaction history and tell the guy that if he is making, so basically we start bucketing him into different buckets: a guy who has no portfolios, a guy who has a portfolio but is in a loss, a guy who has a portfolio and is in profit. Depending on what bucket he falls in and the number of stocks he holds, we send him a very customized critical action mailer. So if Siddharth is holding a stock which is a very strong sell on my system, I would say that Siddharth, you've been holding this stock for the last 6 months and it has given you negative returns. Why don't you move from a Vodafone to an Mindtree? And we send the switcher report.
Got
right?
it.
And you will have a conviction that okay, Markets Mojo is sharing some information about my stock, and I think I should do an action in case I speculate, right? Once that call gets traction, we would send a performance report. So say Siddharth didn't take an action, right? And then after a week's time, Vodafone fell, or if Mindtree has gone up, what we do is send him a performance report of that call, and then he gets a conviction that right, these guys, were advising the right move, and then with that email we send the second critical action. And so either in the first set of mailers or the second set of mailers, the guy gets a conviction to make an action, which is either to sell the stock that we have given and to buy the stock that we have suggested, right? In a similar way, what we do is we also try to, if a guy who's not having any portfolio there, we start an SIP with him. We send him one stock to buy at a time, right? We send him a stock of the month. We send him a model portfolio, returns, and we tell him to buy one stock at a time and create a portfolio. So for a guy who's already who has a portfolio, we run the portfolio optimizer on it. Right? So there are different strategies that we use. So basically, it's a accumulation of all my products that goes into the activation. So a guy will receive a stock of a month, a verdict report, if there is a corporate action that's happening. If there is a switch, we get a switcher report. If there's a new stock that has come to Mojo Stocks, we tell him to buy these stocks, in case he's looking out. So there is a very crisp, set of mailers that go to the guy, and once he's activated, we try to increase the ARPU from the guy. Right? So it's not that I will just activate the client, but I will also handhold him to improving his portfolio or getting into products that you want him to get into. For example, you have some internal products. We can look at a collab where we can push him to those products.
Okay, got it.
So the whole idea is to give customized communication to make people start interacting, start trading again. So insights on their portfolio, where they're lagging, what we advised, and how that advice is performing. So that confidence will not come on day one, but with constant communication and showing them the path that we told you to do this. If you would have done this, you might have made so much money. Now this is the thing that you have to do right now to improve your portfolio. So with constant communication, customized to the user, to entice him to take an action on the portfolio or to start trading again. And once he start trading, then how we can increase the ARPU from
Got
here.
it. Understood.
So I'll just give you a performance of the activation desk. So in the last 4 months, we got a dump of around 2 lakh dead clients, out of which we have almost activated 40,000 users. And Karan, what is the last revenue that we got from that?
I'll tell you the transaction that I've done in place till date. Sorry. Yeah, so almost 40,000 clients, and the total brokerage that they have generated is almost 17-18 crores.
That is just in the last 4 months. And from a base that was not giving a single rupee. Hello?
I actually didn't understand. From the date of launch, across how many brokers, what is the number of activated clients? Can you take me through the metrics in a more systematic way, please?
Karan, you want to show it?
So we've only done this with GeoG till now. This is an activity we only started with GeoG as a pilot. And over the last 4 months, they gave us some 2.5 lakh clients, which either did not trade with them at all, or they traded, very infrequently and have not traded for some time. Out of those, we activated close to 40,000 till now. And the total brokerage that GeoG has generated from these clients is close to 18 crores.
Close to 18
crores.
Oh, understood.
You just straight
in
from
what
a
time
dead,
period is
dead
this?
Last 4-5 months.
Okay, understood.
And so we've done this, in the last quarter, and there are 2 clients who already signed up to start the activation desk. One is MOSL and the second is HDFC. HDFC, there is a POC that's going on, and they'll be soon running the whole activation piece on their dead clients. So this is something that's very hot and running right now for markets.
Interesting. And now, how are you all bundling? This is also a part. Activation desk is part of Mojo Professional.
So Mojo Professional is for a retail client who's coming directly to Markets Mojo website.
Okay.
So activation desk is only for the brokers. It's a pure B2B deal where I offer it to my broking clients.
Okay. Is it bundled in the offer that you all are giving us? That's I wanted
so
to
activation desk, the commercials is very simple. Activation desk purely works on revenue share. I think the commercials, I think we've shared it already. So if a client is making revenue for you, then I take a share of it. If there is no revenue, we don't take a rupee. So it's purely incentivized to, make me activate more clients. So if I'm activating clients for you, then I make money. Otherwise, I don't.
Understood.
Yeah, I have one question, but how you track exactly? So client has been activated from your end. So for example, if I have given the 10 clients, for example, and the one client maybe directly log in into the app or portal, and he has traded. So how you identify this client has been activated?
We need a couple of things from you to start the activation. One is we need to integrate the transactions API.
Can I take this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, sir, I couldn't catch your name. Who was it?
That was Divesh.
Divesh. Okay, Divesh. What happens is you are only giving me clients who are dead, right?
Correct.
And so when you give me this dump, I know that these clients are not transacted for the last, say, 6 months, right? And I keep on updating this API. Whenever I get this dump, I see that if there is any client who has a transaction history today. So if he's transacted today, means he's done it via me only.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I keep on updating that API, taking that dump from you, and when I come to know that today, say Divesh has transacted, means he's done via me, right?
Okay. Okay.
Because you're giving me a very dead client base, you know, where you've
Understood.
tried and tested your measures
correct.
and then you've given me, right? So from that, we come to know that he's transacted. So every day we will be checking, you know, who's activated. And what we have done with Jyotit also is that we have shared the active list to the dealers as well. So they can also pick up the call and, you know, speak to the activated guy, because he might not be aware, the dealer might not be aware that this guy is activated.
Correct. I got it. I got it. So I have another question. It's related to the model portfolio basically. So for example, say one of the you explain that particular question little part, but I am still confused. So for example, if any one of the client having the Reliance script in his portfolio, existing client, that is 100 quantities for example, and in your model portfolio also the Reliance is the 100 quantity. Okay. So when the client purchase your model portfolio, the quantity of the Reliance in DP should maybe 200. Okay. On the next day, very next day. So for example, if the Reliance shares moves up and client want to sell the 400 200 shares at a time, so how you restrict to those clients basically
Because
in the model portfolio?
that restriction will have to be put at your end.
Yeah.
That he's so that identifier you'll have, right, that he's bought it from Markets Mojo's advice or on his own. If it is from Markets Mojo, then typically, like one of the brokers, what they've done is they've ring fenced it, so the client cannot sell it. If he wants to sell it, he has to redeem from the model portfolio. The other way to do it is, which a lot of brokers are not able to do it, and they said that it is the client's duty. He can do if he can sell if he wants. So he sells the stock, and in the holding on in the BOD process at your end, ideally you should get a mismatch for this client.
Correct. Correct.
If there's a sell, like if it doesn't match, then what couple of brokers have done it, they have make the user forcefully buy it back.
Correct.
If the client doesn't want to buy it back, then you can put a part withdrawal for that amount. So we'll consider that that part is withdrawn. So we'll
Correct.
stop tracking that and we'll sell that. We'll update our system with that.
So this scenario basically I want to understand. So this need to be taken care. Correct.
This needs, yeah. This is the one point that has to be taken care of, because ultimately client can transact on his own stocks.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So that is one thing that has to be taken care of.
Understood. Got it. Thanks.
Karan, this is Piyush.
Right.
Can you show a client's dashboard or a journey if you would be having for any of the brokers and client journey?
Yeah, Joel, do you have a GeoGX login or an MSC login by any chance?
Let me just check. Give me a minute.
So it will be similar to what you see on Markets Mojo, it's just that with a layer of money. So on Markets Mojo, if you see, we say that what the user wants to invest, let's say he puts 2 lakh rupees, selects the portfolio and says, okay, generate. Right. So that is more or less how it will be on the website, but it's just that he'll have to transfer the funds in a broker platform. So, but you're right. If we don't have it right now, we'll give you screenshots of how that looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they log in, but we can share the a PPT with all the screenshots.
Yeah.
I have a couple of more questions. So now you said this Mojo Professional is directly for clients, right? So that's exactly what you are also bundling to us, because it's got your research screener XYZ. So we are supposed to get our clients to subscribe to it, or we are supposed to use it for our internal advisory, etc. How exactly are you thinking of this?
No, since said, if you see Joel's mail, there were 4 proposals there, right?
Portfolio Optimizer, Mojo, research, and then 2 more things were there.
Correct. So research, we said not now. Portfolio Analyzer, Portfolio Optimizer, we said not now. So we agreed that we'll work with them on the model portfolio and the activation desk.
Right.
Right. So maybe we should talk about that for now, and then maybe talk about research, etc. later.
Right, but those 2 things, they are anyways on a revenue share basis, right? Sandeep bhai?
Joel?
Yeah, the both are on revenue share.
Okay, and the other things that you're offering, they are on a paid annual 60 lakh, 40 lakh, that kind
Right.
of a
So that's an enterprise solution. The unlimited usage, however, how many usages you want, there's no restriction on that. So you can
But
have.
why can't we just subscribe to the Mojo Professional online? I'm just asking, like, what is the difference in the offering?
So if you ask me, ideally, I would want your clients to stay in your domain itself, not to be pushed to my site. Because I want your clients to experience the whole richness of the product on your platform, right? So that what happens when you send it to me is that it's on my domain that they come in, and then if there is a chance that we can lose the client, right? But the stickiness factor goes up extremely high the moment all these products are on your platform, and the guy says, I don't need to switch anywhere else. I'm getting everything here. So that's the whole ideology that I have. But in case you're looking at help promoting Markets Mojo's whole subscription package, we can also look at that.
No, understood.
So usually we do that with companies who don't have a good tech backing, where integration is very difficult. Then we say, you can go ahead and subscribe to Markets Mojo's premium packages. But if you have an inbuilt solution that we can put on your systems, nothing like it.
Understood. Okay, we can go back to deciding on integrating the first two things that we've decided, which is the portfolio advisor and the client activation desk.
The activation desk and model portfolio.
Yeah, activation desk and model portfolio, my bad.
So, Karan, so you want us to discuss the integration part?
Yeah, integration and what all it will require for us to get started.
Okay. So, Karan?
Model portfolio, like I said, it's all based on APIs. So what we'll need a couple of APIs from you, wherein you're giving us the client details of who all have come in, and finally the trade details of what transactions happened, and the details of that. That is something that we'll require from your end. But at your end, you'll have to build that mechanism where the client comes on the website, he selects which portfolio he wants. The amount is transferred, plus how you're sending the advice to the client, wherein he clicks and it goes to a trading engine for execution. That part will need to be built at your end. Okay, so we have Aditya Birla. Sorry, and for activation desk, we need details of the clients, which you want to transfer for activation. We need the transaction API so that we can track if the client has transacted, not transacted. How do we need to change our communication for this client, and the email API, because we'll automate that email API so that based on his behavior, the correct email goes to him at regular intervals. So these three things will require for the activation. Otherwise, in activation, there is not a lot that has to be done from our end. It's mostly by us only that has to be the activity has to be done from our end.
So Sandeep sir, what we will do is we will send you a calendar of the emails that we'll be shooting out. We will share you the templates which you can approve from your legal and your compliance and your marketing team. Once we got a blanket approval, we can start shooting mails through your email service. So I do not require his name, mobile number, email ID, nothing of that sort. I just want to know what he is holding and what his transaction history. Looking at that, he will fall into the numerous buckets that we have created, and we'll start sending him customized emails. So that we can start in 15 days time.
Sure. I'm slightly still, you may think that we are clear. At least I am not very clear. We spend another 5 minutes on discussing the flow so that everything becomes crystal clear. We are talking about activating our customers. So who are we talking about? Are we talking about dormant customers, or are we talking about customers who are not frequently trading? What are you suggesting?
Define the bucket. Sorry, you can define the bucket which you want to transfer to us. Ideally, people who have not transacted with you for over, let's say, 6 months or 1 year, which you think are dormant. Right?
Perfect.
So we'll try and start activating those for you. But you can have different classification as well. People you can maybe do a test of your entire database of people who have not transacted for 3 months, some users who have
Correct.
not 6 months. People who do not have any holdings with you and they have the
Perfect.
account open for last 6 months. Right? So we can have different buckets. You can do a sample from each bucket.
So let's say there's a client who's not active for n number of months. You will send him some mailer. What does the mailer talk about?
So mail, if he has some holdings with you or he has done some past transactions, we will use that and accordingly message. So something like if he's holding, let's say 5 stocks, but he not transacted for let's say a year. So out of those 5 stocks, we can say that these 2 stocks are not good. Why don't you sell them and buy these other 3 stocks?
Understood.
Or there is a large concentration in only one stock. Just you need to de-risk and buy these 3 stocks, and this is the reason why.
Perfect. So you need access to some kind of summary portfolio data is the second part. Okay. He gets the mail and he decides to act on your advice.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So now what happens? The mail is not connected to any linking of APIs, etc.
Mail is connected because to send that email, we need that API, your mail API, so that we can directly integrate and send it to the user.
Perfect. Okay. So mail API.
Yes.
Mail API is done. Okay. Now we suddenly transact. So you know that there was a transaction that happened.
Correct.
All right. The guy became active. He was not active till yesterday. Today he's become active. Right?
Yeah.
So you need a transaction for the first time that he transacts. So we know that something happened here. Right? Yeah. Now what do you start tracking?
So now, so we send that email. Did he transact or not? Let's say he transacted. Then basis that transaction, we'll start tracking it and say, hey, you know what, you transacted on our advice and see you made so much money. Now this is the next thing that we're suggesting. So basis his behavior, we'll customize the next set of emails, the language in the next set of emails.
Okay. So you would have created some kind of an algorithm which keeps splitting customers into various baskets and addressing them with the suitable mailers. Correct? Yeah. Somebody didn't transact, somebody transacted, somebody did something that you did not ask him to do, kind of stuff.
Correct. In fact, on every critical mailer, right, even if he takes an action or doesn't take an action, we have a different portfolio which is created on his behalf. So if he's done a half transaction, then also there's a portfolio that is created. And if he's done a complete transaction, then a separate portfolio is created. Right? So we keep on tracking as per his transaction history.
Okay. Now let's say that, the quick question, suddenly he becomes active by himself. He had nothing to do with Markets Mojo, right? He realized the markets are high, he needs to sell off some stocks and he got activated. How do you differentiate this from a guy who acted on Markets Mojo based advice?
So, sir, I'll tell you. So, the set of customers that you're giving me are the guys you believe that are not trading with you anymore. You have zero conviction that this guy will come back to you.
Okay.
Now, from that base, if I get a lucky few who transact on their own, I will not be able to differentiate. But I can tell you one more thing. With these emails also, right? It's not 100% that the guy will come and do what I've said. For example, I tell him that, get into this sector, this stock. He might think that, there is another stock that he's got it. So he might then he goes for a different stock as well. Sometimes we see that there is a half transaction. So what I've asked him to sell, he's not sold. But what I've asked him to buy, he goes ahead and buys.
Understood. No
problem. So we saw that kind of traction also. So we should be open to all these types of activity in the future.
Okay. Next question. So let's say all these customers are, some of these customers got activated and so on and so forth, right? Now, how long do you want to share this revenue? So is it for first activation? Is it permanent? Is it for a limited period?
So ideally it is perpetual, sir. So basically, if the guy is not giving you any revenue, he's as good as dead. It's like I've given you a new client. Right?
No problem. No problem. That's okay. I understood. So meaning you activated the customer, so it's like introducing a new account for all practical purposes. That's your philosophy.
Correct.
Okay. No confusion with that. Got it. Okay. Now I've understood. So this is basically based on emails. Is there any other media involved with these guys?
So in case you have an in-app notification engine that we can utilize, we can do that. If you have a WhatsApp integration, we can utilize that. Even SMSs to a great extent we can try and merge in there, right? So it all depends on the tech that we can utilize from your end.
Understood. No problem. Got it. Okay, this is on the activation part. Any setup costs, etc. Now let's talk about cost for 1 minute, and then we move on to the next topic. Any setup costs, etc. involved from your perspective?
So in the email that I had shared earlier, right, the whole proposal was in case you're going for all the 4 products, but in case you're only looking at the activation desk and the model portfolio, there would be a setup cost that will be involved. I don't have the figure right now, but there would be a setup cost that will be involved.
Okay, so you'll let us know whatever that cost is, correct?
I'll do that.
Perfect. Any variable costs involved in sending the mailers, etc., or no, not that, because you're getting a share of the revenue.
The mail server, anyways, we're using your service.
Correct. So no cost involved, correct?
Correct.
Okay, got it. So this is on the activation part. Okay, quickly on the model portfolio part. I've understood that the model portfolio will have certain. Okay, first of all, Markets Mojo is an investment advisory firm, right?
Correct.
It's SEBI registered as an IA.
Yes, but in model portfolio, we'll not use our IA because we'll provide research services to you, and you are selling this product to your clients.
Prabhudas Leeladhar is selling this product to its clients.
Yes, so
okay.
We will act as a research provider and not as an investment advisor.
Sorry, you are the research provider.
Yes.
So you're also registered as a research entity under SEBI?
No, IA covers research, so we don't have to separately. It's like a bigger license. So if you're IA, you can provide research services.
Actually, I don't agree, but I don't want to get into it. It's okay. So let's assume that compliance-wise we are clear. So because of your IA setup, you require client risk profiling, etc., which you showed us some screenshots. Correct?
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's we don't want to we'll not get into the ultimate client, who the client is, what's his risk profile.
Acha.
That's why we do the research integration.
Understood.
So we only.
Yeah. Okay, so which means the entire risk profiling engine, client registration engine, then delivering the research to the end client, and any trading related API integration. All that we have to do is what you're saying.
Yes, correct. So see, the client risk profile anyways would be done because he's your client. You already know the client. So you don't need to do a separate KYC of the client or separate risk assessment because that's already a part of your process. So this is a new product that you're introducing to the client on that same platform where we are the research providers. So
understood.
Yeah, so because we also don't want to get into the fact that you are sending the client details to us. You are exposing your client, ultimate client. So for our purposes, you are our client, and you will tell us that ABCD 1 to 3, not even the name of the client.
Understood. Okay, Prashant, Divesh, from your side.
No, good to go.
Divesh?
Yeah. So Karan, if you can help us with what are the integration you need, if any you have any document, what are the things you require from the Prabhudas Leeladhar, which is a part of the integration basically. So if you have any ready document, please share with us so we will have an idea. So if that we can immediately start preparing and send it to you across.
I'll do that.
Okay, and Joel, on the fixed cost for whatever the activation thing, if you can send us a confirmation and some samples, the mailers that you were talking about. If we can see 2-3 samples of that, that's all.
We'll do that.
Yeah, perfect. I have last question. I have so for example, if we integrate with the Market Mojo, so as a Prabhudas Leeladhar, as a broker, so are you gonna providing us any dashboard or any system so where we can track so how many portfolio has been executed by client or like any other dashboard, so which will give us any any idea regarding the business basically.
Karan?
in the model portfolio?
Yeah. So for example, if we integrating the model portfolio or the reactivation, so are you gonna provide us any MIS or any business dashboard where we can track? So these are the clients has been reactivated, or we have to track at ourselves. So
Yes, I think you're confusing with model portfolio and activation risk. So is it model portfolio?
So I have a question for both. So for example, if I am
Okay.
Integrating
So
with the model,
let me answer that. So Karan, I think we will be providing a backend for the model portfolio, right?
Yes, so in the model portfolio, the backend is pretty much set. So you can get every client details. We'll also share an API of all the holdings of all the clients on a daily basis.
We can even share reports to the client on straight away.
Correct. Every month, we also have the capability of sending a PDF report to the client of update of his portfolio, how the performance is, what all has happened. Plus, for your internal purposes, also we'll provide you a backend where you can see client-wise what is the returns and for individual clients what are the transactions that have happened.
So Joel, one small question. Hello.
Yeah. Good.
So is there any tripartite agreement with the client where or in past have you gone through any situation where the client has objected to the broker that why are you sharing my portfolio to a third party? I mean, if you have faced any situation like that, or if
for the clients, they don't even know Markets Mojo. So.
So the email which you showed will be completely changed. I mean, we'll have PL design, no Market Mojo written anywhere.
Correct. Markets Mojo, for us, you are the client, and you then are transacting with the ultimate client.
And in your research report, etc., also nowhere this Market Mojo mention will be there.
So it will be co-branded, sir. But in the case that the client will say that my holding is going on, I think for me, I'm not getting anything to recognize that this is a unique user, right? For me, it's just Reliance 100 stocks, TCS 20 stocks. I am just making that report and giving it to you, right?
Okay.
End of the day, you are putting the name and you are actually sending it to a client. So I do not know who your clients are.
And while we pass on the client's portfolio information to you without naming or with changes and all, any cyber loss to be taken care of in terms of sharing the information, any precautionary measures we have to take?
No, again, because you're not sharing the client details with us, you're masking the client name, so we don't know who the ultimate client is.
Okay.
So I will just know that it is A, B, C, D, which is of no value for me, right? It can be anyone in the world, any portfolio in the world, right? It is just one of the number of infinite portfolios that are available, and I am just sharing you a portfolio report of that.
Perfectly.
In the end, you are putting the name, you are putting the email ID, it's going through your server. So I don't even contact the guy, the end client.
Got it.
So any more questions?
no, I think it's good to go. I think Karan, please share the document with us so we can study and start providing your details to you.
Sure. So I'll be sharing the integration doc for model portfolio and activation desk. Along with that, I'll share sample emails on templates. Devesh,
Yeah.
can you share me the company logo, which I can actually customize those emails in your format and send it across.
Sure.
Right? And I'll also share the integration fixed cost.
Sure.
Right, Sandeep sir?
Yes, sir.
Siddharth, any questions?
None for now. Let this part of the integration get done, and then maybe we can talk about the research and portfolio optimization and all those other things. I'm pretty much interested in those things also.
Definitely. So Sandeep sir, can I take the liberty of sharing an agreement as well? Because that will also take its own sweet time.
Please do. Please go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Thanks, guys.
See you.
Thanks everyone. Thanks Siddharth. Thanks Sandeep sir. Thanks Piyush. Thanks Devesh.
Thanks, Joel.
Divan. Shyam, Prashant, Ramesh.